panel discussion about cancer. My name is Janinha Piazzetta. Can you hear me well? Am I holding well the microphone? I am the founder and director of H3, Heartfelt Healing, and I am also the creator of this panel discussion series. It's an honor to have you here today as we come together to share knowledge, learn, and inspire hope through the latest advancements in breast cancer research and powerful stories of resilience, a theme at the heart of our mission. I want to start by acknowledging some remarkable individuals. A big thank you to our board of directors, Amania Ayers, Lisa Brunetti, Claudia Nascimento, and also Dasha Melgarejo. They are not here today, they are traveling, but they have their heart with us. And also James Beaver. Thank you for your steady support, I really appreciate it. And to our amazing volunteers, Rosie, Ivanara, and Flora, thank you so much. I have special thanks to Michelle Marvora from Sharsheret, our partner and co-present for the 3rd year. Michelle, thank you for stepping in for Deborah Litwalk, and for sure, Deborah is missed here today. We also want to acknowledge the city of Miami Beach, its mayor, its vice mayor, and its commissioners. You guys, you're giving me so much support and strength to continue my mission, and it's really amazing to live in a city so supportive like the city of Miami Beach. I also want to thank our supporters, including you in the audience. A special gratitude to our event sponsor, the Betsy Hotel, South Beach, especially Elizabeth Cadenas, she must be around, and Deborah Briggs, Cesc Valesco and the Ocean Drive Association, Baptist Hospital, the University of Miami, Fresh Market, and Joe from Trader Joe's. And a heartfelt thank you to Monica Salinas for her dedication to the proclamation nominees. Monica, we truly appreciate you. Now, I have the privilege of introducing someone who has played a significant role in H3's journey. Commissioner and Vice Mayor Alex Fernandez. Alex has been a strong, dedicated supporter since he participated to our discussion panel at JCC, which was about genetics 2 years ago. And even last year when I met Alex, can I call you Alex?
Of course.
I was requesting, it was a crucial request that I want to bring the mammogram truck model to the uninsured women in Miami Beach. And he made it happen, and 4 times. So Alex, it's amazing, it's amazing. At this event by presenting proclamations, and today we honor that initiative as October Breast Cancer, as it is October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Vice Mayor, we are deeply grateful for your unwavering commitment. Without further ado, please join me to welcome Mayor, Vice Mayor, soon Mayor, Alex Fernandez.
Thank you, Janina. I just want to, highlight Janina because you see her passion, you see her love for this mission. And Janina came to me a while back, and she told me her desire to do something to help breast cancer patients in Miami Beach, or individuals who might have breast cancer but who might be undiagnosed. And we were talking, and the idea came up of bringing the mammogram truck. And shortly after we spoke about the opportunity, kind of just like it just came about. It was almost miraculous the way that the opportunity came about. It's like if someone had been hearing our conversation, and days later, someone who I have known for many decades reminds me of an organization in our community, the League Against Cancer, that does incredible work, helping the uninsured with cancer treatment, and that they work with an entity that has a mobile mammogram truck. We reached out to them and we coordinated efforts. We're now supporting them, and now pretty much as frequently as the city is able to host them, we're able to have the mammogram trucks come to the city of Miami Beach, provide free cancer screening to low-income, uninsured women in our city. And one of the most beautiful things is that our contribution as a city not only helps with those individuals that are getting screened, but it also provides, our contribution also helps with the treatment that uninsured individuals need in our community. And, someone, asked me on social media, why don't they just, get assistance from the government? Well, if you're undocumented, if you haven't worked long enough and haven't contributed long enough, if you're under a certain age, there are individuals here today in our community who are, sick with cancer and run the risk of actually not getting the treatment. And so I want to thank you, Janina, because your passion really inspired something great, something that's helping others in our community. And I'm going to make a personal connection now. As last year, you had your panel at the JCC.
2 years ago.
2 years ago,
Yeah.
you had the panel at the JCC. And it's all about genetics. It's all about BRCA. It's all about creating awareness on individuals about understanding your genetics and all of that for a lot of people is often hard to talk about. And perhaps about 10 years ago, someone very close to me had breast cancer. And they had been after me, Alex, you need to get tested. Alex, you need to get tested. My brother got tested. He came back negative. And Janina, after her presentation, she had been after me as well. She was like, Alex, have you gotten tested? Alex, have you gotten tested? Alex, have you done your genetic tests? And, thanks to her, and this very close relative of mine, I finally went in and I got my genetic testing done. And my brother had tested negative. I actually tested positive for the gene. And so it's one of those things that is so good to be aware of, because who would have told me that I would have been in my doctor's office getting a breast exam? Like for a man who, it's like you never think of getting a breast exam. You would, really, who would think of that? And yet, there I was. Thanks to Janina. Thanks to Janina that cared enough with her loving heart, with her dedication. She cared about me. I went in and I got the testing done. And I found out about a gene that I had that I need to know. Because it's not just breast cancer, it's pancreatic cancer, it's other types of cancer. The chances of someone having it is very rare. I think for men it's 1 in 500 men have this, but you need to know that you have it. And that is the great thing that Janina is doing. So thank you, Janina, for your passion, for your work, for your love, for your dedication. And remarkable individuals who in their own rights are dedicated, are making a difference, have made an impact in others' lives. So we put out an email and we asked the community, we asked our residents, to help us honor cancer heroes. Those individuals that fly under the radar. Doctors are great. And we have a doctor right in front of us, so I have to say doctors are great. 2 doctors in front of us. You guys are great. And we thank you and we recognize you. But there's so many others that help individuals during their moments of most need. So we're going to start off with our Spirit of Hope Award. And I'm going to read the nomination that we received for Kat Prescott. And this is the email that we received. I would like to nominate Kat, a mom of one of Miami Beach soccer players. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. We lost him to cancer. He was only 17 years old, diagnosed with DIPG cancer, a rare pediatric brain cancer which there's no cure for. It happened during his high school senior year. Kat, his mom, dedicated herself to cancer awareness. Her son's cells were donated to the Sylvester Cancer for Research. It's amazing how this family has turned this tragedy into something so spiritual and helping others. As a mother, the person nominating Kat wrote, I can't imagine even moving forward after losing a child. They used to live in Miami Beach. They now moved to Miami Shores, but they continue to be a part of the Miami Beach soccer family, and they're doing great things to help other cancer patients. And so, Kat, we want to honor you today with the Spirit of Hope Award on behalf of others who you have inspired.
You can just look here real quick. Thank you.
Thank you so
You want
much.
to say anything?
Well, I don't want to take up too much time, but I just want to thank Romina for this beautiful award. It was completely knocked me off guard. It took me by surprise. And thank you to this incredible organization for all of the cancer awareness and help that you're giving to people affected by cancer, which unfortunately, cancer doesn't discriminate. It's old, it's young, it's healthy. It's people that you just wouldn't know and you wouldn't expect. So thank you for being a bright light in our community. More please.
Thank you.
And thank you. Okay.
And we stay in the spirit of hope. And I want to recognize now Dr. Baruch Jacob. And we got an email that stated this. Dr. Jacobs is renowned for his exceptional skills in plastic and reconstructive surgery, particularly in breast reconstruction. His compassionate care and expertise have transformed the lives of countless patients, while his dedicated team comprised of Ashley, George, Carl, Julia, Gabriella, and his super wife, and it says right there super wife, by the way, Robin, and other specialized team members ensure that each patient receives personalized support. Together, they exemplify excellence in surgical precision, empathy, and an unwavering commitment to improving the quality of life for breast cancer survivors. So to you, Dr. Jacobs, thank you. Thank you for inspiring people hope after their greatest challenges in life. Super wife.
And one's over here.
This event and for the honor. Appreciate that very much. I'd like to thank Commissioner Alex for everything he does for the city and for us, and obviously for this institution also. Of course, my wife, who lets me do what I do, she urges me to do it. She keeps me on the straight and narrow. I don't consider, what they say, it's not work if you love what you do, and I get up every morning and can't wait to get to work to do that. I'd like to thank also Ashley, part of my team who's here today, and also couldn't do what I do without her, and the rest of my team also. But thank you so much
You know, when you say it's so special, because everything is teamwork. Surviving cancer is teamwork, and that's why we're honoring all of you. So we're recognizing this year as well two oncology treatment providers. And the first one we're recognizing today is Dr. Star Maldner. I'm going to read what was written about Dr. Maldner. Dr. Star Maldner, breast surgeon at Miami Cancer Institute Baptist Hospital. I have met some of her patients, and I always hear how caring and passionate she is about the work she does. She operates on certain days, but when she sees a patient for the first time who needs surgery ASAP, she makes it happen. She speaks several times around the year in South Florida. She's involved in breast cancer research and never hesitates to help whether women or men in need. And I think she is a perfect candidate for the Advocate of the Year award. So Dr. Maldner, if you join us so we can recognize you.
I want to thank my mother-in-law and daughter for accompanying me tonight and always supporting me. And I wanted to show Silver what is possible if you work hard. And I love what I do, and she sees that I work very hard, but I also help all of my patients, and they're very grateful for it. And on our way over here tonight, we called my grandmother, Silver's great-grandmother, who's 99 years old and a breast cancer survivor. So I told her I was going to dedicate this award to her, and I am. But early detection saves lives, the research saves lives, and we keep getting better and better at detecting cancer earlier. And there's been so many changes in the treatment of breast cancer over the past several decades, and all for the better treatment of our patients. So if you haven't had your mammogram yet this year, absolutely go and get it. I see this on a daily basis, and I can't preach it enough that early detection is the key to having an excellent prognosis. So I tell all of my patients that when they come to see me that are detected early, they're going to be okay. But thank you so much for this award. It's a true honor to be here. I appreciate it.
1, 2, 3. One more. Thank you very much. And over here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Our next oncology treatment provider of the year is Dr. Alyssa Krill Jackson. And this is what was written about Dr. Jackson. We are deeply grateful to all the doctors who have helped my mother, Graciela Conde, through her battle with breast and brain cancer. But Dr. Krill has truly exceeded our expectations. Not only is she an exceptionally knowledgeable and skilled physician, but she also embodies the qualities of compassion and empathy. Dr. Krill treats each patient as though they were a member of her own family, always taking the time to listen and to offer support. Her dedication to my mother's care has meant the world to us, and we are incredibly thankful for everything she has done. It is because of her outstanding care and compassion that we felt compelled to nominate Dr. Krill for the Oncology Treatment Provider of the Year. Dr. Krill Jackson. Doc, do you want to say anything?
Sure. I echo what Varun said about loving what you do, and it's hard work. I've been practicing in this community for almost 30 years at this point, and my patients teach me something every day. I love that I get to meet all different people. I get to use my bad Spanish many times a day at work, I love giving hope to patients and providing them with research trials. And we've seen a lot of advancements in the last 30 years that have certainly helped Graciela, who is doing amazingly right now. But it's been my privilege to do what I do, and I just love doing it. And thank you for honoring me, such a great honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're moving on to the Advocate of the Year award. And we're going to recognize now a special individual who's part of an organization doing great work in our community, especially in our South Florida Jewish community. We're recognizing Deborah Lidwack of Sharsheret, Florida, here in Miami Beach. And this is what's been written about Deborah. Deborah is a Florida program coordinator at Sharsheret, an international nonprofit organization that provides support and resources for women and families facing breast cancer and ovarian cancer. Deborah works every day to train local Jewish community professionals to address the urgent concerns of hereditary cancer. In her role, Deborah is instrumental in developing and implementing programs that empower and educate individuals in the community. She brings a compassionate approach to her work, focusing on building meaningful connections and providing critical resources to those individuals impacted by cancer. Deborah is a kind of professional leader Jewish organizations are lucky to find. She offers a strong balance of intellectual curiosity, love and compassion, and spiritual and Jewish communal commitment. Deborah has used her unique leadership skill to empower our local communities towards recognizing breast and ovarian cancer as a Jewish communal issue. She has been able to engage members of our diverse South Florida communities. Participants in Sharsheret programs range through the whole spectrum of Jewish affiliation, allowing anyone, regardless of their background, to benefit from their services. Deborah's energy and excitement for the work has allowed her to motivate engagement of all ages at Sharsheret, ranging from high school and college students through older adults, collaborating annually with local institutions like the Hebrew Academy, Learman Day School, and the Miami Beach JCC. Please join us in recognizing Deborah Litvak.
And unfortunately, due to rescheduling because of last week's hurricane, she is up in Jacksonville doing another Sharsheret program. So I was lucky enough to accept on her behalf tonight.
Awesome.
Thank you
for the work you do.
Thank you.
This is right here. 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. And over here. Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to recognize now the caretakers of the year. And our first caretaker of the year is Cynthia Jones. I'm going to read what was written. I'm going to read what was written about Cynthia. It's quite moving, actually. So I'm going to read it. The person that nominated Cynthia is not here, but if you bear with me because it's a few paragraphs. My mother Beverly passed away in July at 94 years old. She was bedbound at home for the last 2.5 years of her life. Cynthia cared for my mom 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, the entire time, and never missed a day. Not one single day. Her dedication and loyalty to my mother was unprecedented. She is humble, quiet, and completely selfless. My mother is a breast cancer survivor 2 times. The first time I was 7 years old, 53 years ago. As a single parent, her will to live and fight to survive for me was that of a warrior. Her determination to stay alive and not leave me was a driving force she clung to. I remember the exercises she did to regain movement and feeling in her left arm. We did them together, she making them fun for me, and me keeping her company and spirited. The second time was 30 years ago, when again, she had to fight the fight. This time, she had reconstruction surgery and all was good. She embraced the new world of having breasts, and perfectly symmetrical ones at that. My mother was the least vain person I know, yet buying regular bras and not having to wear mastectomy once was so wonderful for her. My mom was bedbound because of her spine collapsed. The pain she endured was gut-wrenching. On the heels of that, her breast turned black. Since she was in hospice, all that could be done was to make her comfortable. The cancer was back and nothing could be done. Cynthia was her savior and champion. There were countless times hospice didn't show up to sponge bathe her. Cynthia took on all her cleaning, feedings, and kept her spirits up and strong. My mother's throat closed up, and she could barely swallow highly pureed foods, then thin soups, and then liquids. Cynthia was a marvel at making those liquids palatable and appealing. Since my mom was about 95% hard of hearing, Cynthia had the patience to get through to her when my mom was confused and scared. Cynthia loved, and I mean truly loved, my mom, as she was her own mother. The last 2 months of my mom's life were at the nursing home. Cynthia came regularly, even without being paid, to sit with my mom. Cynthia couldn't let go. Her heart and soul were with my mom to the very, very end. And my mom knew that. The bond those two shared was so touching and genuine. Cynthia, at 75 years old herself, was a pillar of life for my mom. She is a hero, an angel, and a true saint. And today, Cynthia, it is our honor to recognize you.
Thanks to the lovely family that I work for. It was a pleasure being with them. Mrs. Celeste was very, very kind, loving. Sometimes she could be a little upset, but very kind, very loving. Her daughter was a very special, special lady, the only child. She shows her mother love in return.
Our next caretaker of the year is Nicole Doty. And the person that nominated her is someone that we really love a lot, and she's here. And rather than me reading it, I'd be honored if Officer Deborah Martineau would come forward and say the beautiful things that she wrote for me.
In September of this past year, my husband, Arthur Martineau, was diagnosed with stage 3 esophageal cancer. Shortly thereafter, during a routine mammogram, I received the unexpected news that I had been diagnosed with HER2-negative breast cancer. As a family, we were confronted with the overwhelming reality of navigating 2 simultaneous cancer treatments. At a time of profound uncertainty, our daughter Nicole Doty made an extraordinary sacrifice. She selflessly put her personal life on hold, leaving behind her relationship and the convenience of living close to her workplace. And she moved back home to serve as our full-time caregiver. Nicole managed every aspect of our care, from coordinating our medical appointments to attending to our day-to-day needs, all while maintaining unwavering sense of compassion and strength. Her tireless dedication ensured that my husband and I can focus on our treatments, providing us with not only physical care, but also emotional support during one of the most challenging periods of our lives. Nicole's actions embody the highest standard of selflessness, resilience, and love, and her commitment has truly made an immeasurable impact on our ability to continue fighting. It is with profound respect and gratitude that I nominate Nicole Doty for Caretaker of the Year. Her exceptional devotion to her family during this difficult time is a testament to her character, and we are forever in debt to her for her sacrifice and care.
When I say it truly as a family, we've known Commissioner Fernandez a long time. What up, boss? Chief, come on up.
Come on, Chief.
Come on up.
Yes.
Marion, come on up.
Come on, Marion.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah.
Whatever she needs to help us. And it truly is a community working.
Miami Beach police officers here. My husband has worked here for over 30 years. And I've been on Miami Beach for 23 years. We've been, it's a law enforcement family. The community is our family. When the community heard, and this is just strangers came to my house to hear 2 police officers fighting this fight. The love and compassion from the community, I tell you, we actually live in the greatest community in South Florida. I truly it's the blessings and the continued love and support of our community that helps us to get through this. And it's very difficult to tell cops what to do. But we listen, and we're doing the best we can with what we have. Great doctors. I love my new, you know what, so Dr. Jacobs. And his whole family. It's just beautiful. So thank you, Ashley. All of you are just amazing. So I'll let Nikki speak back.
Thank you, everyone. H3 Foundation, my team, Ocean Rescue, my family. I couldn't do none of this without the love and support, as they said. My chief, every time I call, thank you so much for the support. This area, Lord, thank you so much, Jada. Thank you for showing up. Auntie Sarah, thank you guys are my village, and thank you to the city.
We have one last award tonight. I'm gonna get there. And it's in the Advocate of the Year category. And it's for Rita Starr. And Rita Starr was nominated by Dr. Limonte. One of these unsung heroes is my friend Rita Starr. Rita, a Miami Beach resident, dedicated her free time to seek help for cancer patients who had limited access to health care and fought to educate the public about traditional and non-traditional cancer treatments. Remarkably, she became a fierce advocate for cancer patients, and she remains so even after her death, after having established a trust that supports what was her passion prior to her untimely passing 3 years ago. Rita's impact on individuals, not only from our community, but from all over the country, can only be appreciated by those she touched. But I think the community at large should learn of her efforts, her generosity, and without a doubt will benefit and be inspired by her legacy and generosity. And honoring Rita Starr's legacy today is Dr. Limonte. Thank you, Doctor, for this nomination. And Doctor, if you'd like to add anything.
Yeah, and actually, Rita, she really dedicated herself the last 30 years to help cancer. She never spoke about it. Did it at a national level. And there was a family that needed resources to stay in a hotel just to pay for a cancer treatment. She would go there and just essentially provide the funds to do it. Never sought any recognition. Her plan was to just eventually just dedicate herself just to do that and to advocate for cancer patients. A little bit of a controversial figure. She really didn't, I'm a traditional doctor, I'm a neurologist, we argue all the time. She was a lot into non-traditional medicine and therapies. Go to Mexico a lot and do a lot of this kind of natural stuff. But always with the best will of just helping patients out. Unfortunately, she passed away 3 years ago suddenly. Since then, everything that they had, they really left for cancer patients. In terms of needs, recognitions, and I felt a little bit funny about the faceless, giving money faces to no name, no story. And so you have foundations that get a check for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it really has no meaning because everybody's on the check, it's just money. But her soul and her effort is there just to see that those patients are really being helped. And that's one of the things that I think she's probably laughing at me that I'm doing this because she would not have liked it at all. But I think it deserves it. And hopefully the community, when they see Rita start supporting one of those efforts, will think of a great soul that just wanted to help out. So thank you so much.
That's it for the awards. And I just want to thank you all for being here. Janina has a wonderful program put together. But you see Janina, she's got a big bright smile, and the brightness in her smile is a reflection of her dedication, the passion and love that she puts into her advocacy. She's not a fancy organization. She doesn't have billions of dollars in her organization. She doesn't have an ivory tower. But she's in the community, doing the work where it really matters, touching lives, and making sure people get the help that they need. And that's why we love Janina. That's why I'm so honored to be here supporting you today. We love you and continue the incredible work you do.
Thank you.